Are you getting me that cookie?
Recording.
Alright guys, so welcome to this week's episode of Cooking with Mrs. Richardson. Today we are going to make banana chocolate chip muffins. As per requested on the vote, we decided on chocolate chip muffins, and I wanted to add a little bit of healthiness, so bananas were our ingredients this week. We have most of our ingredients out here. I do have one ingredient I have to get still. We have our flour. I need to grab my baking powder. Salt, butter.
Do you want room temperature or not room temperature?
It's gonna get melted, so this is okay. Eggs, we're gonna need 2 of these bad boys. So I have a whole carton out right now. We need vanilla, bananas, and it's about 2 to 3 bananas, and you want them kind of brown. These are still a little ripe, so they'd be better if they were a little browner, but that's what we got. And then milk and chocolate chips.
We have espresso.
Yep, so coffee flavored chocolate chips.
I love coffee.
We also are going to have muffin pans, because these are going to go in a muffin.
They're also like cupcake pans.
They also are cupcake pans. I'm going to get us some muffin cups to put in our muffin pans.
And cupcake cups.
And cupcake cups, yes, my dear. Stop correcting me, thank you. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to preheat the oven to 375, which Sammy has already helped me with. So we are good there. Then we're going to put our muffin liners in the muffin pans, which I'm going to let Sammy do.
Yay!
Alright, Sammy, 1 in each pan, please.
Okay.
Okay. While she is doing that, we are going to melt the butter, and you need a 1/2 cup of butter, which is a full stick. So I'm going to melt this. I've had it sitting out for a little bit, so it's room temperature. But since we want it melted, I'm going to go ahead and get this all melted.
Are we gonna do it in both pans?
Nope, just one.
These?
Yep. This batch will make 12 muffins.
And is there 12 in here?
Yes, ma'am.
3 rolls of 4 is 12.
Alright, I'm gonna get my butter good and melted.
It's not that.
Shh, can I talk? Thank you. While the butter is melting, I'm going to take in this bowl here, which is actually, yes please, which is actually Sammy's bowl she got for Christmas. We're going to take and add our dry ingredients. And I'm going to move the muffin tins out of the way for right now.
So let's take this bowl, put it right here.
Yes ma'am. Alright, ready? So,
I'm gonna need my
first things first, listening directions, please. Always when you have a helper, make sure your helper is giving directions and you are listening to them.
I have a little lipstick on your teeth.
Thank you. So we need to take 2 1/3 cups of all-purpose flour. Can you get me your 1 cup measure?
1 cup. This is it.
This one's got 1 cup?
Yeah.
Yep, this one's got. So we need 2 1/3 cups. So I'm going to fill this up 2 times with flour.
That's a 1 cup also.
That is 1 cup also. And what did we learn about mixing with flour? We always want to level it.
There.
Thanks.
I took this off because I don't want to get this.
We're going to level our flour.
The flour reader.
Okay, helper, there's 1 cup. Dump it in. Let's get the 2nd cup.
Can I level that one?
Yep, I got it. Thank you.
Okay.
You get to do the dumping.
I love dumping.
I know. Okay, 2 cups.
How many cups do we need?
2 1/3. And here's our 1/3 cup.
Well, then I just could have used my green one.
You don't have a 1/3. Oh, that's
It's my 2 cups.
That's okay. It doesn't hurt us to measure the old way. Okay. So we need to take our flour and our baking powder. Can you get me a teaspoon, please?
A teaspoon?
Yes, ma'am. Is that the one that says 1 TSP? It is. There's our teaspoon. We need a teaspoon of baking powder. We need 2 of them, in fact.
Ooh.
1.
Plop. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then it's funny.
2.
Plop.
All right, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Not yet, we don't. We've got one more thing to add. Now we need to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Do we have a 1/4 teaspoon? It's 1/4.
1/4. It's my smallest.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. My mom's gonna dump that in this time.
There we go. Now you can mix that all together.
With the whisk?
So mix all of those with the whisk. Mix all the dry ingredients together. Show it what it's like. So it'll be a big bowl of white.
I think this was like a bit big of a bowl.
It is a bit big of a bowl, but that's okay. Is it all mixed, do you think? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. In a second bowl,
We're gonna mix your wet ingredients.
we're gonna mix our wet ingredients.
With that
So
whisk.
can you move our dry ingredients to the counter over there so it's out of the way? Thank
Yes,
you.
I can.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're
All
gonna
right.
use our dough mixer. Okay.
No, it's a beater. Okay.
Whatever.
Now we need to take our butter. So can you get the butter out of the microwave? We're gonna mix a 1/2 cup of butter into our bowl.
Mom can show the butter.
The butter is super melty, so I'm gonna pour it in the bowl.
Melty.
Okay, go put that in the sink, please. Thank
Okay.
you.
What are we needing?
We need 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. That would have 3/4 cup in it? Oh, it does. Cool.
Good thinking.
Okay. So, 3/4 cup of lightly packed brown sugar. I can just see where the line is on this. Since this measuring cup we're using is got 3/4 of a cup and it's got another measurement in here, I'm gonna fill it up about half
Wait, can I pop it in?
way, so it's nice and packed.
Can I pop it in?
Yep, plop it in carefully because it's gonna splatter. All right. Can you throw that in the trash, please? Thank you, ma'am.
Of course I can.
All right, so we've got our butter, we've got our brown sugar, and then we need to do 2 eggs.
Can I do 1 egg? And you do 1 egg?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this egg mine?
Yep. Crack my egg,
She does first egg?
dump it in. All right, here's the second one. Go through your eggshell away.
There's the second egg.
Okay, and the last thing we put in this mix is we're gonna put in
The vanilla. How much of the
the
vanilla?
vanilla. We need 1 tablespoon. Is that a 1/2 tablespoon?
That is a 1.5. But
No, this is just a 1/2 tablespoon, so we can put, how many halves equal 1 whole?
2?
2, so we're gonna put 2 of these halves in.
Me smart.
1,
Me happy.
2.
Smart.
All right.
Even my teacher calls me smart.
Oh, glad she does that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to put in
The beater.
this, locking it into place into my mixer.
And she's doing the beater one.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you put the
the
eggs
eggs
away?
away?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm smart.
You are. All right, here we go. Ready? Lock my mixer.
What are we gonna have it on?
And we're going to turn my mixer on low. I've got it on about a 2, just because I want to mix these together lightly. While that is getting mixed in, we are going to need a bowl to mash up some bananas. Can you get out of the plastic bowls, please? Get a bowl to mix the bananas in.
With the mash them?
Yes, ma'am.
What are we going to mash them with?
We are going to mash them with a potato masher. I think that'll work.
Can I mash them?
You can. So we're going to take this bowl and a mashed potato masher, and we're going to peel the bananas.
Ooh, I can help.
We're going to start with 2. And we're just going to break the banana into pieces. Put it in the bowl.
Banana being a pain in the butt to me.
Is it? Can you please not say that word on my stuff?
But it was.
I don't care. All right. Bananas in. There you go. Break your banana apart, put it in there. And then you're going to mash it.
Masher?
Yep, start mashing it.
How will we get this stuff off of it? With our hands?
Yep, I'm going to take my fingers.
And Mom's going to do that.
And I'm just going to keep mashing it, and it'll come out.
Like a mashy, mash, mash, mash,
Really. Get the mash all clear. I'm going to add the milk. Can you get me the liquid measuring cup? We need to pour it a 1/4 cup of milk. Remember, do it on a flat surface so it's easier to see
Can I dump it in?
when you're at where you're supposed to be. Yep, dump it in the bananas.
Dump, 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 dump. Do.
All right, now I'm going to mash this part because in the bowl, we've got milk and bananas we're going to mash together.
I think I remember making these before.
We've made something like this, yeah. When we make banana bread. This is very similar.
Oh wait, I remember making banana chocolate chips muffins with Reba.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to add my
That wasn't going on.
bananas to my egg mix.
Can I see the egg mix? Let me look at that egg mix. Ooh, that egg mix is weird.
You give me a spatula, please?
This is a scrapey one.
It's okay. This red one works perfect. All right. Turn my mixer on. Mix these in. Just on low again. Take this stuff all to the sink, please.
And while that's missing, we're going to start cleaning up a little bit.
Yeah, while that's mixing, she's going to clean up a little bit because the next step,
we're only going to need them.
you can put those in the sink too. The next step is we're going to slowly start to add the flour. So I'm going to pour the flour in slowly.
Add a flour mixture.
Keep it all tight.
Some of it's starting to spill out.
I know it was. It's okay.
It's just starting to use a cup.
Scoop it into the cup. Pour it in slowly. No one ever said baking was a clean task.
Nope. Baking is a messy task. But that's mostly why I like baking.
Yeah, you like baking because we make a mess?
Yeah.
And you like to make messes sometimes?
Yeah.
I thought you like baking because you like to learn.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, so my flour is mixing in with my wet ingredients. And it's making a dough.
Can I see it up?
Yeah, you can come over in here and look on this side.
Whoa! And soon we're going to start mixing it with our hands.
Yep, as soon as everything gets all
With the
incorporated and mixed together, we will use our hands. This needs to go in the sink, please. Thank you very much.
Do you want this to be hand washed?
I don't know yet.
But because once it already got put in the
Okay.
dishwasher.
This looks like it's pretty good and mixed together, so I'm gonna turn it off. Oh, I got some flour up here, so I'm gonna drop that flour down. All right, get some of that loose flour there. Mix it in again. I want everything good and mixed in. Turn up my speed a little bit. Everything mixed. There we go. Now for the fun part. It's in our recipe that'll be on Google Classroom. It has only a cup of chocolate chips, but I say why just use a cup of chocolate chips? We're gonna just put a bunch in.
Like all of it.
Not like all of it. No matter what the small child says, it's not gonna be all of the chocolate chips. But
What do we do for cookie banana for ice cream sundaes? We added all of it.
right, this is a little different though, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna take my bag. Nope, we can use one upstairs. Rip her open. I'm gonna dump a bunch of chocolate chips in. So, ready? That looks like a good amount. I'm gonna take,
Can I try one?
not right now, and I'm gonna mix them all in.
Like we're making cookie dough.
Like you're making cookie dough.
Look, Mom, chocolate cookie dough
Mm-hmm.
with espresso chips.
That looks pretty good. I say those are good and mixed in. What do you say?
Yeah.
All right, so we have our chocolate chips mixed into our cookie dough batter. Now we need to
Pop them in there.
pop them in here. We are gonna fill them up in our muffin tins. And that is where our spoon's gonna come in handy again. So I'm gonna take a spoonful.
Hey.
Right. And I'm just gonna drop it in my muffin mix. Use my fingers. A little bit at a time. Until all 12
Of them are filled.
of them are filled. Once they're filled, then I'm going to take them and put them in the oven, and we're going to bake them for about 16 to 20 minutes. So I'm going to set my timer for probably 18 minutes. Then after the 18 minutes is up, I'm gonna check them and see if they need to bake a little longer. I know my oven, so I know 16 is gonna be too short, but I think 20 might be too long. All right, guys, we're almost done, halfway there. I'm excited to try these. I love bananas. I think a variation we could do on these is not just add chocolate chips, but maybe add some nuts into it. So some people like banana nut bread, so you could add nuts and chocolate chips to your muffins. That would be kind of tasty.
But since I have a spacer, I can't have nuts.
This is true. You have a spacer, so you can't have nuts. But not everybody has a spacer. So they can, okay? But yes, for yours, you could not have a nut kind. My muffin things are coming out.
It's hating you.
It is definitely not liking me today. The struggle is real with these muffins. All right.
Finally.
Finally, add a little more.
Hey, it's 12:54. Almost time for my meeting.
Almost time. All right, we are gonna go and put this in the oven. I'm gonna set the timer for 16 to 18 minutes.
Well, the oven
When
can't
I
do
come
that.
back next time, I will show you finished muffins. Bye, guys.
You haven't even eaten it yet. Can I
Go on.
All right, guys. So my timer just went off that I set for 18 minutes. And And I'm going to check these to see how they're doing. This is what they look like. As of right now, I'm going to poke them a little bit. They don't quite feel done, so I'm going to take a toothpick and do the toothpick test. Maybe. Ugh. Got it. I was afraid toothpicks were going to fly everywhere. Alright, take a toothpick. Stick in a little bit of chocolate. It's still a little bit moist. Try a different one. Yeah, I'm going to go another 2 minutes to see where these are at. And then we will check again. All right, back in the oven. Timer resetting for another 2 minutes. All right, so my timer went off again. I set it for another couple minutes. I'm going to take these out. Oh, those look much more done. All right, let's see how these are. Oh, just on first feel, they feel much more done too. So let's test one. My toothpick comes out clean. That means the muffins are done. I'm gonna let these cool for a little bit and then the kids are gonna eat them for snack. I hope you guys had fun learning how to make banana chocolate chip muffins. If you do make them, send me a message on Google Classroom and let me know, was it fun making them and did you like them? Bye!